it is officially being sick season in the world. Every time you turn around, somebody's complaining about having some cootie or getting over some cootie. And when it comes to traveling, that gets even worse because you're exposed to so many different environments in one trip that you are just bound to be exposed to something. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how I stay healthy when I travel. The first thing is preventative. So when I travel, a week to 10 days beforehand, I start taking Emergen-C. This is an immune booster with extra vitamin C in it, and it just helps me go into my travelers healthier than I normally am and less likely to catch cooties. The other thing is my, as my family calls it, my Ziplocs of drugs. And when I say my Ziploc of drugs, I literally have one of these in my backpack and one of these in my suitcase. And if I'm traveling with multiple people, I have one more of these or two more of these in all of their backpacks so that I can keep all of us healthy when we're traveling. Now, let me break this down. This is not a true big first aid kit because in this day and age of traveling, if you've got somebody that's having something major, a heart attack, a stroke, a broken bone, a concussion, somebody can get you to a hospital quickly within the world nowadays. This is not that. This is the bag of goodies that eliminates the delays because of health in the airport, eliminates the annoying child who didn't plan ahead of time correctly, and the annoying person you're flying next to on an airplane. So, let me break down what I keep in my bag of drugs. I break it down into 3 areas. The first one is digestive. So, I have Pepto-Bismol, which is a anti-stomach ache and stops throwing up. Then I have Imodium, or an anti-diarrheal, because there's nothing worse than being hollered at from an airport bathroom that somebody can't get out of the bathroom to get on a plane because they have things coming out of one end of their body. Okay? The next thing that is in here is my Band-Aids. And I have 3 different types of Band-Aids that I keep with me. Now, one of the Band-Aids is for your normal cuts, paper cuts, a little bit of bleeding, that type of deal. Solves it real fast. The other type of Band-Aid I carry is waterproof. If you're doing a water experience, like when we go scuba diving or something, those other Band-Aids are going to make it 5 minutes. This is the Band-Aid that you put on your body. It's going to last for 3 days and not have cooties get into that cut as you're being exposed to water slides and pools and the ocean. The third type I like is the foam gel Band-Aids. This is what I keep for hiking. This is for when somebody didn't plan correctly and wore the wrong shoes on the wrong hike and now has a gash of a blister on the back of their heel, and either you put this on there or you're not going to be able to hike for the rest of the trip. So you got to have 3 different types of Band-Aids. The next thing in my bag is my painkillers. My painkillers consist of, I took an old Tylenol container. I have like 4 of these and they've been around for years. And it's half acetaminophen and a half ibuprofen. And the reason I do that is that with this combination, whether somebody's got a headache, a sore body, complaint of any form that's a inflammation thing, one of these 2 are going to solve it. So therefore you end that whining that comes from somebody being comfortable. On the subject of whining, I also always keep Bonine with me. Bonine is a travel sickness medicine. And let me be specific. This is methylphenidate, and you can get it as prescription, but in the U.S., we can find it under the name of Bonine. And the reason I like this is that it is chewable. So if you're on a mountain road, traveling with people, and you got the kid in the back seat who's starting to say, I don't feel good, they can chew 2 of these because it goes down to the age of 2, and within 5-10 minutes, they're feeling so much better. It also works on seasickness. So I really recommend Bonine or methylphenidate to make sure you can keep people from being travel sick. Now, if you like this video, do 2 things for me, please. Subscribe below so that you'll be able to find out more of the tips and techniques that I recommend for travelers. And 2, share this video with a friend, because you know there's somebody else whose trip you can save by sharing this information. Another thing in my Ziploc is all of my gathered up peppermints. And the reason I travel with peppermints in my drug bag is because when you're traveling against different time zones, people's bodies do not react with what's now the official meal times. And so sometimes you'll have people that are completely fine and normal who are not eating when they should be. And so therefore they're having some glucose issue. They might need a little sugar, and handing them a peppermint will solve the problem and get them on to the next point where you can get them more food. Now, my favorite and most used annoying reducing thing out of my bag are cough drops. And let me tell you, I'm not the one who usually uses these. This is what I hand to the person on the plane next to me who starts coughing 5 minutes into a 14-hour flight. So therefore, I don't have to hear them cough for the whole time. So I keep an abundance of cough drops in my bag. So therefore, I have no problem sharing them around so that I don't have to listen to somebody cough the whole time. One thing to remember about these drug bags is check the dates on the drugs annually, because in all honesty, more than likely you're going to throw them out before you use them. But the fact of the matter is when you have them with you, that will be the one time that they're worth their weight in gold when they save your trip. So I hope you found this video helpful. Click on one of these other links of some of my other videos and get some more tips of what I recommend when you're traveling.